So today we got another 2-for-1. That's coming up next. Hello everyone, this is Dwayne with Edge of Nowhere Farm, and we're coming to you here today, second week of September. You know what, it is a warm day, but we got some cooler temperatures this week, looking forward to fall, and you know what, fall means we got a lot of growth in our trees still, want to share as many of those as we can with you, and today I've got another 2-for-1. Yes, we got another double planting. So what you see behind me here is a Pluerry and a Burgundy Plum. So I may say Burbank Plum because for some reason I keep wanting to say that, but it is a Burgundy Plum. So we got two trees in one. I'm gonna link our first video here where we talked a little more detail about how we do this. This one is no different, and the reasoning behind it is essentially the same. So we got our Pluerry, which is on my right, and the Burgundy Plum, which is on my left. These two trees we put in the ground last year. We actually got them from the Urban Farm Fruit Tree Program. Greg, again, thank you for the bare root trees. They're doing fantastic. These two trees, again, bare root in the ground last January. So about a year and a half, these two trees have been in the ground. And I'll tell you what, this Pluerry is amazing. So I'm gonna really kind of focus on the Pluerry today, give you a little more detail on that. But reasoning, so we talked in that first video about the reason why we do double plantings. Well, reason number one, I can get two trees in one spot as opposed to one, so I get my tree count up, which was my original goal, but also cross-pollination. So the Burgundy Plum pollinates the Pluerry, and the Pluerry, the reason it's called that is it is a plum-cherry hybrid. So it's a combination of a plum and a cherry, which sounds fantastic to me. I've had one out of the grocery store before, and it was okay, but as you know, if you grow your own fruit, and we definitely do, fruit from your own garden tastes amazing because obviously you use different principles, you pick it when it's ripe, so we're really looking forward to the production off this tree, which we haven't gotten yet because it's still really young. So the Pluerry Plum Cherry Hybrid, I'm going to have Lori squeeze in a little bit closer so we can talk a little bit more about these trees. So you can see the spacing. So these are spaced a little further apart than the last double planting that we showed you, but you can see the growth on these two. So we're got about 2 feet between the two plantings, so not necessarily in the exact same hole, but you know what, close enough. And then the actual trunks themselves. So we do paint the trunks. We've talked about that briefly before. In fact, had one of our viewers ask us to show how we do it, but essentially we paint the trunks when they're young until we get a good canopy growing on them to protect those trunks from our intense heat and sun, more importantly sun, especially during the summertime, but even during the wintertime, we have intense sun. So I just want to protect those trunks while they're young, but you can really see the growth in these trunks. I actually did paint them this winter, haven't painted them yet this summer, but you can see the cracking basically in the paint shows you the growth of that trunk. So they're just growing really well. And this Pluerry, oh my goodness, I can't get my hand to wrap around it. So just a really solid tree. I got a stake in there from when we first put it in because of the wind. It was getting so top heavy I was concerned, but it's still doing great. And then as far as pruning, so you know it's a plum, basically plum type tree. So I do have an open center, although it's hard to tell now because of the growth we've had this summer. But I pruned it back down to about here. So I cut it down about here. It looks like my cuts are here and here on this particular branch, and it's grown another 7-8 feet, maybe 9 feet. And right now I'm going to say it's probably about 10 feet tall. So I'm just under 6 feet, and it's dwarfing me. But open center is how we do the pruning on this. Do the same thing over here, and on this particular couple trees, I'm really trying to keep this growth on the Burgundy Plum separate from the Pluerry, but man, they're definitely crossing. What's nice is you have a plum heritage and a plum heritage. Well, this is a plum tree, and a plum heritage on your Pluerry. So again, same thing. Our leaves and our branching and the growth of the trees is very similar. And because of that, it looks fantastic just together. It looks like a nice big wide tree, even though it's actually two separate trees. So Pluerry and Burgundy Plum. All right, so just want to thank you for joining us today. And you know what? Here at the end of the episode, I wanted to share something real quick with you guys. You know, we got a lot of you that watch us. We're really, truly humbled by the fact that we got a lot of folks that watch us. You know, when we first started this process, this YouTube channel, I had my own very specific reasons for wanting to do that, and I'll share that some other time. But, you know, we're actually going to hit a milestone with our next episode. Our next episode is actually going to be our 100th episode. This one's number 99. So we got a lot of you out there, you know, that have watched every one of our episodes. episodes because you've told us, which is really amazing. We really do appreciate it, and we hope you're going to stick with us. You know, we really wanted to do something a little bit special for our 100th episode, so our next episode is going to be a little bit different, but for those of you who do follow us, maybe want to know a little bit more about Lori and I, and some of the reasons why we do what we do and this whole process that we're doing. Would really love it if you guys would join us for that. And we have a big announcement that we really want to share with you guys because we want you to join us on a new journey that we're taking. And that's about all I'm going to say. So just want to thank you again for joining us today. And you know what, if you haven't done so already, hey, subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you here as a subscriber. We're going to talk about a lot of different things, got a lot of cool stuff coming up as we go into the fall and the winter time. Got a big project coming up that we're going to be sharing with you guys. Love to have you join us. And hey, if you have any questions or comments, hey, leave them in the comment section down below. You know, one of the things that Lori and I really enjoy and keeps us going and doing what we do here is the questions and the comments that we get from our viewers. We've gotten some great information and suggestions from you guys, been able to give out some good advice and suggestions to a few of you as well. Would really love to interact with you guys. Love to see that down below. So just want to thank you for joining us today and remind you, if we can farm on the edge of nowhere, so can you. All right, so today we've got another 2 for 1. That's coming up next. I'm not sure why I pointed that. All right. Is it off or is it? Oh, it's on. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Dwayne with Edge of Nowhere Farm. My voice drops an octave when I start, so. Just a beautiful, need I say warm, fall, well, it's not fall yet. It's still summer. I wish it was fall. Okay, we'll try that again. So it'll probably be a couple weeks from now, well, in real time, but in your time, it's gonna be our next episode. And I'm gonna start over. That's a lot of talking. Can you cut that one? So I'm gonna cut that whole thing out.